In Good to Great, Professor Jim Collins offers a series of insights on turning the average into the exceptional. Can this work with product design? Good to Great is based on detailed case studies of 11 companies that went from tackling the market to exceeding it by at least 3 times, and comparing them to similar companies in the same industries that did not do so well. Comparing Gillette to Warner Lambert and Wells Fargo to Bank of America. Although many things changed since its 2001 publication, it's still very insightful and relevant, and at least according to Collins, who studied public traded companies only, these insights can be applied to different domains. I will have a look from the point of view of a product designer. What makes a design team create long-lasting, great designs that can gracefully endure changes in the product and in the business? Let's start. First insight, leadership. Good to Great companies have what Collins calls Level 5 leaders. Level 5 leaders are personally humble, almost shy, but highly driven professionals. The term Level 5 stands for 5 leadership levels, where the first 4 levels talk about different managerial skills. And the 5th level is about the lack of ego that enables Level 5 leaders to concentrate on one thing, and one thing only, the company's success. Or in the design world, the product's success. I strongly believe that this is very valid for design teams. Some designers are well known for their ego. It's almost expected. But for really great designers, it's not about them. It's about the product. Second insight, first who, then what. Good to Great companies retain the right people before embarking on any specific program. A Good to Great team is composed of people who care deeply about the company and will argue passionately for the decision they believe are right, but will come together to support whatever decision is eventually reached. Many companies require designers to have high proficiency in standard tools, like Figma or Sketch. I'm not saying this is not important. However, when we hire, we first try to look for the right personality. Great designers take ownership of their work. They know how to take feedback and deeply care how real users are using their creation. Contrary to common belief, great design is not a result of sudden inspiration. It is in most cases a result of a collaborative effort and a meticulous iterative process. So great designers are also great team players. Third insight, acknowledging the brutal facts. Good to Great companies are passionate about recognizing market realities and reacting in kind. That said, no matter how dire the facts, they never lose faith that eventually they'll prevail. The key is to be stoic yet hopeful, realistic without turning cynical. Great design teams are always seeking for user feedback and make sure they are getting authentic reactions from real users as soon as possible, willing to throw away their concept when facing poor or even medium results about their design. The users are never wrong or stupid for not liking our products or misusing them. Fourth insight, thinking like a hedgehog. Foxes know many things and see the world in all its complexity, whereas hedgehogs know one big thing they exercise and perfect. A Good to Great company thinks like a hedgehog by developing a hedgehog concept, an elegant, easy to understand guideline philosophy based on facts. The concept should be able to organize everything we do as a company and help us decide on what we should not be doing. Great design concepts are very similar. You know one when you see one. If you see too many buttons, if there are too many options, and if you cannot explain in a simple sentence what the product is doing, then the design does not have a hedgehog concept. Consider Photoshop. The basic floating toolbar has prevailed as well as the concept of layers. Both are still there. Simple, powerful ideas that holds the huge amount of additional functionality that was added to the product through the years and is copied by many companies. If you have a powerful concept for your user experience, you really need to have a good reason for changing it. Fifth insight, maintaining discipline. Good to Great companies make the jump because they constantly refer to and constantly realize their hedgehog concepts. It's not enough to have a good, consistent hedgehog concept. You also need to have strong discipline to carry it out. Discipline in design is very difficult to maintain. Designers are not always making the decisions or even at the decision-making table. However, great designers did find their way into the decision-making process. When this happens, designers can really help a company maintain discipline through disciplined design. This is why design system and brand guidelines can be so powerful in carrying out consistent and coherent design. You know it's an Apple product when you hold it. You know what a Google product feels like or how campers slip into your legs and make you feel at home. These creations were created by great design teams. Insight number 6, using technology. For good to great companies, technology isn't the creator of great results, but their accelerant. In Collins' research, the great companies did not have a great technological edge to start with. Only when they found their hedgehog concept is when they implemented technology to accelerate their growth. Design in that sense is very similar. It's never about the technology involved, the tools you use, or the filters you apply. You first need to have a great concept that supports the users and the business. Sure, a cool trendy design really helps selling, but it's never enough to sustain a successful product. I really like to hear about your great teams and about your dilemmas. Have you found your hedgehog concept? If you like this video, then please subscribe to our channel to hear more updates about product, design, UX, and hedgehog concepts. I'll be here next week, so I'll see you around and I hope to see you there. Bye.